So good evening, my friends. Tonight we're going to take a look at two special Mustangs. The first one is going to be a Shelby American Collectibles, 1968 Shelby GT500. So now most of the Shelby American Collectibles that I have are a newer vintage than this. The packaging is slightly different, and the copyright on this is 2006, so the packaging looks older, and this car has been on the card longer. So 15 years on the card, we're going to get this one off. And as I've shown, these Shelby Collectibles are generally a very good quality model. And then speaking of another very good quality, here is an Ertl Collectibles American Muscle. So Ertl American Muscle. This packaging is one that I'm not as familiar with. Actually, the first time I saw this packaging was when I bought a few for a friend of mine, and I shipped them overseas. And then I liked what I had sent my friend Tyrone so much that I actually found another one of these. Because, of course, I love all Mustangs, but in my top 5 Mustangs is the 69 Mustang. So, first we'll take a look at the 68 Shelby GT500, which is what the Gone in 60 Seconds custom Eleanor Mustang is based on. And I do not have any of those Eleanor models in my collection on principle. That's a long story, and that's not for tonight. So, okay, we've got some wire tied underneath here. Should have done a little prep work on this video, but I figured, oh, how bad could it be? So I will pause this while I... Okay, so got rid of the silly wires on that. I guess that was all the rage back in the day. So this Shelby American, let's take a look at the bottom here. 1968 Shelby GT500, made in China, Shelby Collectibles, Inc. Metal base, screwed, metal body, rubber tires. These wheels are very chrome. The paint job is also uncharacteristic for a Shelby. It's a very Christmassy metallic green. It's nice, but it's these doors open very wide, but don't seem to have any problem, even though this is a 15-year-old casting. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's damn good. Nicely detailed engine. Looks like plastic inserts for the headlights, chrome fog lights, chrome bumper, inserted plastic taillights. Nice tampo work there. So the trunk and doors open, but not... the hood and doors open, but not the trunk. Most models don't. Usually only Revell and Ertl American Muscle have opening trunks. And Revell, I think, mostly just in the lowriders to show off the hydraulics. But that's a nice model. Nice tampo details. Side markers. The Cobra insignia, the Shelby stripes, the chrome around the windows, the chrome on the door handles. These roof pillar vents look very good. Clearly read that Shelby script there. The license plate is a little tougher for me to read, but I'm sure if I see it on a bigger screen. So the exhaust is nicely detailed here. I'd say almost as good, or maybe just as good as an Ertl American Muscle or a Beyonce. I mean, it's part molded into the metal chassis, but it's so well molded that it almost looks like it's individual tailpipes. You can see the mufflers right here. They're like cherry bomb type mufflers, or not cherry bomb, glass pack mufflers. And then a resonator here, gas tank. This is very nice. Bit of a surprise. When I bid on it, I thought it was a more recent casting, but I'm not disappointed. I'm actually, because it was not expensive, and it is an older. It's 15 years old. So I've pre-cut this Ertl American Muscle. So the copyright on this, I believe, is from 2000. So this is 21 years on the card. You've got some nice specs here. 69 Mustang specifications, the various engines that came with it, transmissions. So that's pretty cool. Officially licensed. So I had gotten a few Ertl American Muscles, usually in like a acrylic case package. This is slightly different. This is more like a Racing Champions car that I'd gotten a while back with its... so let's see. So, all right. It comes with a little display stand, and then the car comes in this half plastic blister shield to keep it... I mean, look at the blister there. It's pretty carefully molded to keep the car in place, and that packaging has served its purpose. So let's take a look at this. This is a very nice metallic green paint job. Ertl American Muscle are among the best detailed. So unusually these are painted and not lensed headlights here, which is what I would expect from Ertl American Muscle, is lensed headlights. Very nice detailed engine. You can see the block is painted blue. The valve covers and heads are silver. The air cleaner black. Some very nice details. The black spoiler here and the bumper and the look like they're separate pieces. The rally wheels are a little too chromed, but they look good. Nice detail around with the windshield wipers and the chrome around the windshield, around the windows. The hood was obviously open. The trunk opens, and this one has, I think, a little fuel cell in there, or maybe a toolbox. Yeah, it's got to be a toolbox. So the dual exhaust tips, Ertl American Muscle, so you can see just how well the exhaust is out. Looks to be separate plastic pieces that come from the engine. They attach to the chassis. They come underneath the rear axle. Ertl 69 Mustang Mach 1 production code. So now I believe these are screwed. I believe if I wanted to take this apart, I would have to take the gas tank off. There's a little tab there that would expose the screw in the rear. The front, I'm not sure. The doors do not open on this one. Just painted taillights, no lensed inserts. What does that say? Pony Express is the plate. Pony Express. So this is very nice. So, and it has a little acrylic display stand with, looks like almost like a classic, classic ads cardboard there. So, I love my 6970 Mustang. So first, let's compare this to two other Ertl American Muscles that I have. This beautiful Cougar And you can see, just like the Mustang, the wheels are overchromed. You can see the beautiful detailing on the exhaust and the chassis. Plastic insert. These has hidden headlights, so license plate. All right, so the taillights here are inserted plastic. High level of detail. So let's see. The Thunderbolt has inserted plastic headlights. Not, I thought they were lensed. Maybe they're not. So again, very similar details. Again, the gas tank is where the screw would be. Now, because this is a race car, it doesn't have the full exhaust going back. The exhaust just ends right here like it would on the real race car. But you can see the level of details on these Ertl American muscles, which is why, I mean, it's a shame they don't make these anymore. Although the new Racing Champion mints some of the castings. I'm led to believe from watching Champion DJK videos, some of the castings were apparently taken over by Racing Champions Mint by round 2. So I guess it's he had shown a beautiful Pontiac that had the opening features and the same chassis and exhaust details that you really won't see on many others. So because I love comparing these 69 Mustangs and 70 Mustangs, here's an M2. Now, if you recall, I busted all these out. And you can see the M2 is visibly larger than the Ertl. So let's go for the green light. This is a green light 69 Boss 429. And very close in size and detail. Of course, Ertl has the opening trunk and opening hood and slightly better detailed engine, I believe. But of course, Greenlight does an excellent job on this casting. And of course, my favorite 70 Mustang to pull out of the package every now and then is this 100% Hot Wheels Boss 429 1970 Mustang. Very close. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm not going to break out the calipers, because the last time I did break out the calipers, I believe the Kyosho was the winner. Now, the Kyosho has no opening parts, but let's take a look. I mean, both very nicely detailed. The Kyosho lensed headlights. The Kyosho wheels are better. The Kyosho has mirrors. The Kyosho has the sport slats. The Ertl American Muscle does not. They both have the spoiler. The Kyosho taillights are better. The Kyosho, for a Kyosho, this is a nicely detailed chassis, but and this is a plastic riveted. So I would say that this Ertl American Muscle is better than the Kyosho. It just edges it out because of the detailed chassis. But it is so close. So I am happy to have another Mustang of this era and another Ertl American Muscle model of this detail. These two pieces are both I'm very happy to have both of these added to my collection. So the Shelby Collectibles 1968 GT500 with opening doors, opening hood, and some very nice details. And the Ertl American Muscle 1969 Mustang Mach 1. And you'll see a lot of different Mach 1 stripe liveries, you know. This one, as far as I know, is the most authentic. My older brother had a 69 Mach 1. It was not in pristine shape, but it did have this stripe, this version of the Mach 1 stripe. And he had the shaker hood, he had a 351, a top loader 4-speed, and a posi rear axle. So that was an impressive car. So I hope you like this. I always love getting new Mustangs, new collection, new additions to my collection. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. I'm working on some other videos. One that will be produced, edited. I've done some footage for. So it may be slow over the next few days, and then I may have one, either a video series or a very long video, or I may have, later in the week. So thanks for watching. Catching up on comments and watching all of your videos, and I really appreciate everything. So be good, have a good night, and I will talk to you soon.